devil is beating his wife.
Edible.
Light up. Puff.
I assume that this is your first experience. Could you describe the sensation?
Well, it just feels like a little prick. Ooh, you know what I mean.
Male or female, or a combination of both.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Two Guys Small Talk. I am TJ Wasiuk.
And I'm Owen O'Neill.
And I am Nes Thor.
Awesome. Now we are playing, because before we had some issues with our audio and video, but I think we're good now. Today's title is, we forgot to title episode 7.
But we're actually episode 8.
Yes, we are episode 8.
Yeah.
Don't get confused now. So today's guest is Nes. Don't really know too much about the guy, but from what we've seen, he seems like a pretty cool dude. Nes, what do you do on your spare time or for a living?
Spare time, I'm a pool maintenance, small business owner, cleaning pools, 10 years now? Started 15 early. Spare time, what I like to do is I like to play soccer, train a little bit of Muay Thai, do some jiu-jitsu, try to deteriorate the cartilage in my knees.
Ready to fight Koreans.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
The
yeah,
South
brother.
ones.
I peeped your profile page earlier, man. I saw that we've got some things in common. We both like white women. I see. Saying that you're married. Do you have any kids?
No, not yet.
All right,
Just
good for you,
waiting.
man.
Yeah,
good
my
for
wife
you.
actually, she just graduated, got her MBA from Benedictine in May, so
Okay.
she graduated on Saturday. So, that's why we had this little trip up to Jerome.
So she's your sugar mama, or gonna be your sugar mama.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Exactly.
taken care of. That's what's up.
Stay-at-home dad for the future.
I also saw that you're. What's your gender on Facebook?
I don't even know. What was it?
I can't remember, but it was something stupid,
It was
like mine.
It was like Elmo.
Yeah,
Let me check.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
mine's Cookie Monster.
Is it?
Yeah.
My gender?
Yeah, you're a starfish.
Oh,
You're a starfish. Yeah, that's cool. I'm a tomato.
Nice.
I identify as tomatokin, and I demand that our rights catch up.
Oh, shit.
Your dog likes the starfish back there.
Your dog's getting his chocolate starfish, dog. All right, man. So, where do you live at? Where you located?
Located in Chandler. I've been living my whole life in the East Valley. Kind of grew up here and there. Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Tempe. I know, Evan, you're in Louisiana, right?
That's correct.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. If you can't tell by my southern accent, which I hope I don't have one, but yeah, I live in the dirty.
Nice.
Boonies.
Yeah, it's dirty here. We got a lot of religious people, but so do y'all. Just a different kind of religious people.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That makes me think. I've been watching *Handmaid's Tale* on well, not on Hulu, but it's a Hulu show. And it's about I guess there was a big war at some point, and now fertile women are used as slaves for bearing children. It's an interesting show.
So, what got you into fighting?
Being a bitch.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna become a man and learn how to kick ass.
Too much. I was like, I got my
tired of-
ass beat one time and by a friend of mine because I couldn't do anything. He was on top of me. And then I apologized afterwards for getting my ass beat. And then a few weeks afterwards, I was like, that was stupid of me. So
Okay.
I was like, all right, I got to grow some hair on the balls.
You got tired of getting beat up by the other pool boys, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
when that whole,
the husbands.
when that whole, what was it? It was popular back a few years ago. It was the whole pickup artist thing that was going on. So I got into that too, kind of like researching And then I discovered Evan McGinnis' How to Be a Man movie. So I was like, oh shit!
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Good.
it all makes a little bit of sense. You can't take 100% on what everybody says.
Very true.
Just take a little bit.
You know, he's got some sort of boys club that he participates in. I forget what it's called, but
Proud
he's got
Boys.
some kind of gentleman's club for
Republican
men to
Club,
f-
right?
it's sort of like a code of ethics for men.
It's called the Proud Boys, I think.
Proud Boys, yep.
Yeah, Proud Boys. That's correct, man. Yeah,
Their symbol's a cock.
that's
like a
what's up. I'd be proud of that too. When I was in Japan, we had a black cock as our symbol in the Air Force. The 18th wing. It's a black rooster.
Oh shit!
And I don't remember what the Latin phrase is, but it's something like the rooster that never sleeps or something. I don't know.
I mean, that's what happens when you know, Viagra lasts more than 4 hours. That's the thing.
Well, and he was a firefighter, so he just has sit there, take watch all day.
What?
When you were a firefighter, you were just
What?
you're mostly sitting around on your shift.
Oh, I did that. I did a lot of that in Texas.
Oh, that's right, Texas. Yeah.
And I did a fair amount when I was in Japan too, because I got in trouble a bunch. So they would put me out at the station where I wouldn't get any action. You know, they put me with the rest of the rejects. I love my Station 3 crew to this day.
No shout
I
outs.
see you. Shout out to PJ Phillip Burns. That's my man, my mentor. Shout out to my buddy Joe Brazier. He's out there too.
Hey, PJ's the one that printed out a picture of you and put it on his wall, right?
Yeah. Like right after I left, I found this this giant faux fur coat at Goodwill.
Like a
And
pimp.
so I took like
pimp
a
coat
took like a
almost.
Tyler Durden-esque picture with it, and he printed it out and put it around my old fire department for shits and giggles.
That's awesome.
A selfie with it. TJ, you got some tech news for us today, don't you?
Yes. So last week there was the Google I/O conference they usually have every year, where they go over what's going on new with Google. This year they went over Google Home, Google Assistant, those two pretty big things, and YouTube, VR, and AR. So for the Google Home, they're trying to make it a lot better. Because right now Amazon's dominating the market. I think they have like
that's the
80%
thing to do right now. It's the
80%
Home
of-
Assistant.
80% of the in-home voice assistants are mostly Amazon that people are buying. So they're adding hands-free calling now, Spotify integration, and then also visual responses, because they have a screen I think now.
Yeah. There's like a Amazon Show or something like that, or
Mhm.
Echo Show. I don't know. I don't trust a fucking robot in my
No,
house listening to me.
I don't really want that either. I'd rather just use my phone to do these things.
Yeah, that shit already listens to me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm self-employed.
Hell yeah,
There you
dude.
go.
People looking on my Facebook to see if I'm worthy enough for their employment and shit.
Oh, I know.
Fuck yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I have two accounts. I'm unabashed about that. I have two accounts. I have a professional account, and then I have my main account.
How can they tell the difference?
I don't accept the friend request on one of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, and I'm very upfront with my employers. I always like to tell them that I keep my work life and my personal life separate. We're probably not going to be buddies hanging out.
Understand.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty much how I am at work too. Unless if I don't know, for some random reason I get to liking you, which I just try to, for the most part. I mean, I'm sure it's different for you, Nestro, because you own your business. You're not in like an office setting where I don't want people to know my personal issues or my personal things that are going on. Just judge me.
Yeah, I have all day to do nothing really. So that's the great thing. I discovered podcasts, and that's my interest in doing this video with you guys. This interview, kind of to get introduced, kind of get the jitters out, because I think the biggest thing is the fear of not just so that I fear saying the wrong thing or not saying anything correctly. The biggest fear is, hey, I might fail, but who cares? I mean,
Okay, yeah, all right. I feel that. I feel
love
that.
it.
We might have to make you a contributor to our goal, man. To our group. Might have to do that.
Hold on.
Hey,
sorry. Sorry. There's still a few more things about the Google thing.
No, yeah, I was about to say something.
okay.
About to say something about it. I saw a headline that said that Google wants you to watch 40 hours of VR a week
Why wants you?
because it's going to help, justify their products.
So I don't. That doesn't make sense. Why?
So it was a headline.
Yeah. Was it The Onion?
It was probably Washington Post.
Yeah.
Was the Washington Banana?
Washington Banana.
It's good, just as
Look
good.
it up.
All right, TJ, continue, please.
Yes. So the coolest thing. Okay, that was Google Home. That's cool and all, but like you were saying, VR is cool, whatever. But AR, we talked about this on one other podcast. AR is pretty dope. So they're coming out with this one project called Project Tango, I believe, where they're doing indoor mapping of businesses. So for Lowe's, they're doing a test program right now to help you find items in Lowe's. Like it does like a whole virtual tour. You look around and you can see.
You know what?
items.
I could have used that shit today.
Yeah.
I was in Walmart looking for a shoe rack. I could have used that today.
Yeah. So they're trying to help you out finding things when you're shopping in like huge department stores. The other cool thing, the last thing I wanted to talk about was Google Lens. So in the TV show Silicon Valley, they developed this thing where it's a comedy show on HBO. It has T.J. Miller in it and whatnot. But they're developing a food item where it tells you what food it is. And for some reason, the guy was just lazy and was only able to decipher if it's going to be a hot dog or not a hot dog. But anyways, this Google Lens, it can decipher what it's looking at. So if it's looking at flour, it tells you what type of flour it is. If it's looking at food, it tells you what type of food it is.
It's like a real fucking Poke Finder or something.
And then if you point it at like if you're at a movie theater, it shows the time up above the movie theater. You can set your calendar to that by just pointing at it.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I was like, damn, the future is coming.
That's what's up. I want to replace that with my eyes.
Just get contact lenses.
No, give me cybernetic eyes.
Almost become that one chick. That movie that just came out.
The
movie.
Bionic Woman?
No, the movie that came out.
Ghost in the
Ghost in
Shell?
the Shell, yeah.
I guess, maybe.
Have those tiny little lens eyes.
That zoom
That
in.
when his eyes, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what I had to talk about.
All right,
That
so
was
I
interesting.
was gonna talk to you guys about the whole Seth Rich thing that's been going on. But as we're recording this Monday night on what the fuck is today? The 22nd?
Yeah,
My
please.
birthday's on Thursday. I don't even fucking care. All right, so there was a suicide, a parent, or looks like a suicide bombing at an Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, England, today. It would have happened tonight over there because they're ahead of us here in the U.S. But so what we know so far is that there are 19 dead, 50 injured.
Shit.
Seemed to happen as people were leaving. I've seen some people say that ISIS has already claimed responsibility on Twitter. I don't know how to judge that. I couldn't find anything myself. So what does that mean? I feel like there's really only two possibilities, and it's either one, a white male, or it's going to be ISIS, an Islamic terrorist attack. And I've already seen some people pushing the fact that Ariana Grande was against borders. She hates America or whatever, and that she's against borders. Now, I'm withholding judgment on that because if that's the case, then it makes it make her look like a fool. And we're talking about an incident, a catastrophe, a tragedy that happened. So it's not nice to talk about that right now. There are people who just died.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it develops. I'm probably going to be following that pretty closely this week. Fuck that dog. And that's about it. I'll just tell you this: if in the next couple of days, if tomorrow on Tuesday, Kim.com comes out and says, Seth Rich absolutely was the DNC leaker, then there's some conspiracy theories going on saying that the DNC, Democratic National Committee, is going to try to say that Seth was working with the Russians. Either way.
Evan, was that a tweet fake, the one that came up on Facebook where it was Assange pretty much telling Hillary that he knows what happened with Seth Rich and then more was coming, or was that I don't know if you know anything more about that.
I try not to dive too much into the Assange things, just because there's so much that I see, and a lot of it's conflicting because he does have this like very private life, so it's hard to get a tale on the story that's non-biased. I mean, I know that he just had some rape charges that were against him dropped, and some people thought that because of that he was going to come out of hiding, and then that was going to be somebody's opportunity to pop him. Mm-hmm. Either way, if the guy clocks out earlier than he should, he does have a dead man switch, and he does have a whole bunch of information that will be released. Try not to get it too much into conspiracy theory, but people think that if we can prove that the Democratic National Committee did have, or maybe a representative of them did have Seth Rich assassinated, it'll basically fuck up our government. There's no reason why nobody should trust the government anymore if that's true. I mean, we try to act like we talk about political killings going on everywhere else in the world, but act like they don't happen here because we're so perfect. I mean, our politicians are just as crooked as everybody else in the world.
True that.
We just put on a show, if you will. Did you have anything to say?
Who, me?
Oh, sorry. Evan. Go ahead.
I got nothing. Go ahead, Ness. Yeah. What you think, man?
I don't know, man. Like, I think you're right, because even in wasn't it in Russia where there was that one politician that was supposedly running against Putin a few years back, was assassinated or something like that.
Oh, man. Yeah, you don't run against Putin. You don't run against that dude. That's how you die.
Exactly. So, how far-fetched is it that it happens here? It happens here.
I mean, this makes sense. It makes sense. Like, all right, this guy just leaked information about your dirty dealings. And revelation of this could completely upset the fabric of our history, of our country. If we have two major parties. If we find out that one of them is globalist scum that assassinates its own people,
turning the damn frogs gay.
it would be the Civil War Part 2.
Well, what do you guys think about Trump joining the Illuminati this weekend?
Oh, boy! Look, let me tell you this. By resisting it, we are only holding ourselves back. Okay? As a human species, if we are going to continue to survive, we have to get rid of all romantic ideals and thoughts of self. We have to become we. We have to become Unitarian. We have to accept a global society.
Become a hive mind?
We have to become legion. We have to become one, autonomous. I mean, socialism is the future.
I mean, just look at the books. They've been talking about it for years. The Giver.
I mean, to build the perfect society, you have to build it on bodies. Seth Rich.
I think that's the greatest thing that came out of this whole election process recently is people kind of found where they stood, because I thought the political ideals that were prevalent were so, it's to the extreme that all the crazies that were so-called Green Party and all the people that were so-called, libertarian, they all went to what's known now as like the Antifa and the alt-right. Like they just
I know.
separated. And that's
I
what
know,
it's polarized.
it radicalized. It polarized, which in some sense, polarization, getting rid of the middle kind of helps the left and right find common ground. But you know that they won't. You know that they won't. You know, everybody's going to treat it like their worldview is the best worldview. I mean, Jill Stein was ridiculous. At no point did I ever consider her. I liked Bernie. The only reason why I supported Bernie was because he was attached to the DNC. If he would have ran by himself, I would have been like, sorry, nerd.
A lot of people like Bernie because of the same, and then the same on the opposite end, a lot of people like Trump because of the same reason people like Bernie.
Yes.
Like you said,
Exactly.
it was detached from major political parties.
Exactly.
And I mean, it opened up new conversations, and obviously the people that had their ideology so set on one thing, after the whole thing, they just couldn't accept the fact that, hey, their utopian mentality didn't pan out as they thought they would.
I know that for us older, middle millennials, our age group in general, everybody like 25 and up, I feel like after having experienced a little bit of Bush and then a lot of Obama and now moving into this, it's kind of helped put things in perspective for us, I think.
And also, I kind of wanted to point out, I posted this today because for some reason I just thought of it. There used to be a meme back in the day before they were called memes. They're called like the
Like the
motivational poster. And there was one of George Bush, like, what do you say, like, you'll miss me or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I put a picture of Obama over him. I was like, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Buddy
just circle.
Boy
Just
Obama.
circle.
Buddy Boy Obama just traveled to Italy on a private jet escorted by Italian fighters to go talk to those dudes in Europe about global warming.
I mean, if I were you, if you were in his position, you want to get paid too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's not even hiding it now. He's like, yeah, give me some more money, please. You know, whatever happened to Al Gore? I think
Guy that invented the internet.
I think that age of Democrat is over. I think now it's you're going to have more Democrats like Obama. They're going to have to follow his model.
No, definitely.
Because Hillary failed, you know?
For many reasons, though. It's not just because she was, quote unquote, a girl. Oh, she lost because she was a girl.
yeah.
No, it was not because of that. Get out of here.
Corporate influence, Democratic. It was completely obvious that she was a spokesperson for her sponsors, whereas Obama was very much the same.
Oh, yeah.
And one, she was a Clinton. Two, she was sick, or she is sick, rather. Three, the whole debacle with the DNC emails. Like, come on. You should know better to use your personal email and not your private email.
I knew way back before Trump accepted the nomination from the Republicans that he was going to destroy her in debates.
And she's so dishonest too. When she went on Jimmy Kimmel, went to open up the pickle jar, and she's like, "Oh, look, it's open. It's open. Look, I'm not sick. Look, I can open a pickle jar." It's like it was already open. You can tell. No one just
pandered. He's pandered, dude.
Yeah.
That's the way that her type of people who follow these community organizer style guidelines for spreading political beliefs and ideals is that you have to pander. She doesn't care about black people at all, dude. She doesn't care about women. She says what she's supposed to say to make young people pretend like they're going to go out and vote. Because young people still don't fucking vote.
No.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you saw that whole thing when it was they were asking her. She was like in a hip hop radio station. She's like, "What's one thing you always keep on yourself?"
I got hot sauce in my bag.
She's like, "Boy, are you pandering right now?" She's like, "Is it working?" I'm just like,
Wow.
I'm like, okay, yeah, you can't be more obvious than that.
Yeah, you know what? We'll wait to see who the DNC picks as their next head, their next spokesperson. I mean, we gotta the GOP is not happy with the Trump age Republicans at all. You see people like Colbert get on air and just talk shit about Trump all the time. And CBS is a conservative company.
Mm.
You know, they're a conservative.
So I just finished, came back from Jerome and I decided to watch a movie. One that I've never seen before. It was Rudy.
Rudy.
Never seen it. Yeah, everybody always talks about Rudy. Never watched it.
Is that the dog movie?
No.
What
It's
is it?
about that 5'6" dude that his whole life he wants to play for Notre Dame, and then he makes it happen pretty much. He's like from a poor background, and he decides it's based on a true story too. So he decides to say fuck it and pursue his dream, and then I'll just spare you guys the details. Go ahead and watch it. It's a good movie.
They came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe.
No, I think it's from the 90s.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some other movie then. There's another football movie that came out.
I just watched Guardians 2 yesterday.
Nice.
And, man, it's very good. It's very entertaining. I don't know who is truly in charge of the creative department for Guardians, but they're doing it right. They're making better movies than the rest of the Marvel universe. So I kind of fucked around today, and I watched, like, the old 1997 Berserk.
What's that?
You guys know? You know what Berserk is?
No.
All right, Berserk is it started off as a manga, and then it became an anime, and then they did 3 movies from 2013 into 2014, and then they started like a movie, a TV series, but it heavily inspired Dark Souls, and I'm a big Dark Souls fan, so of course I'm gonna go check out.
So you bit the bullet and watched the anime.
Yeah, no, I mean it's got English dubs, and it's not an anime. I don't watch anime. I don't like it.
Speaking about anime, good from I guess follow up from the question you guys asked earlier. What got you into fighting? Was a friend of mine? He told me, "Hey, watch this one anime. It was a boxing anime, Hajime no Ippo."
Yes,
I've heard about this.
Binge watched that whole thing. I remember it was like 2 months just on the laptop every day.
I know for a boxing anime, it was actually a pretty exciting show.
Oh yeah. So what's the name of that the anime with the chicks fighting with tits and everything?
Sounds like
I'm not sure. We would need to bring up.
That sounds like any anime.
It's like they were fighting with their tits and their asses were like. It was weird. Somebody posted something on the group. I
don't remember the name of it, but I know if Kyle was on right now, he'd be like, "Oh, it's that and that and that."
Oh, it's this anime. Shigoki no Gugu de Boo 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 Baba. X Daimo. These anime names are getting
I love you, Kyle.
now.
Quick question: when are you guys doing the next barbecue?
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that soon. The barbecue. Usually work during the week, right? Or weekends?
I'm sorry?
Do you work?
If I work?
Yeah.
No, I'm usually off weekends.
Weekends? Okay. So we'll try to do it on the weekend. But
this man works 9 to 5. Sometimes till 7.
Sometimes you work till 9.
Man, I work all goddamn day. I work all day. I love 2 guys.
Where do you work, Evan?
Man, I work for a Catholic radio station.
Which one?
Radio Maria, a Christian voice in your home.
Oh, are you the mixer guy or what?
I'm a producer, man. I write their news. I do a bit of the radio jockeying and some other non-important stuff.
He's been a busy boy.
Yeah, so I go to work, I do my radio thing, and then I act like a heathen when I'm not at work. And then I just try to do my best.
That's all you can do.
True. I mean, that's the only thing in life. You don't take yourself too seriously.
Hell no, dude.
That's what's so good about those Guardians of the Galaxy movies. They don't take themselves seriously.
Man, the
Yeah.
second one had a joke in like every scene.
Yeah.
Like there was
mean-
not a serious moment. I mean, it was serious. It was good, but not a serious moment in it, man. It was good, solid movie.
I was really surprised. Like, people were saying it wasn't that good. And I saw it. I'm like,
You know, me and Abby
What did
thought
y'all
about
like?
sticking around and watching Alien Covenant afterwards, but we were like, it's going to be kind of hard to follow Guardians. Watching another
sci-fi movie.
Yeah, so we'll go watch. I started watching Star Trek Into Darkness, and I was like falling asleep. But then again, it was also like 12:30, and I was drunk.
Well, that was.
Was that the one that came out last year?
Yeah.
That one was amazing 3D at the theater.
What, Star
Oh,
Trek?
I bet.
Yeah, that was great at the theater.
Those space
Yeah.
scenes, I'm sure, were pretty dope.
That's the only one I didn't go see in theater. I'm upset. It's hard to. I don't know. It's hard to get people. It's hard to get my significant other interested in things whenever she doesn't have a foundation.
Yeah. I mean, I highly doubt that she likes Star Trek.
No, she likes Star Wars.
Yeah.
She likes Alien. I think she likes Blade Runner because it's got Ryan Gosling in it.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to, we both have ADD, so it's hard for us to sit down and watch a movie together.
Mhm.
TV show, not so bad. Movie, forget about it.
Did you guys watch that boxing match with that dude? I guess he got knocked out, but the guy hit him after the bell. And the uncle from I guess one of the uncles was the corner man for the guy that got knocked out. The other dude gets disqualified. The uncle comes over and just hooks the dude and tries to like follow it with a cross. And the dude's just like, what the hell? Like just straight bare knuckle. Just boom.
Nice.
You guys got a chance to see that.
No.
There was
That's
like
interesting.
yeah, I'll post it at the page on the group.
Yeah. Damn. Oh man. Well, I think we're about at that time, so I guess
Wow.
we'll wrap it up, guys. It's been about
Went by
30 It went
fast.
by real fast.
Super fast.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for listening.
I want to thank you guys for
Thanks for yelling at my ear.
for joining us. I want to give a shout out to the wildoutdoorsman.com. Go there, buy some shit. They got some stuff. Go check it out, man. We're going to provide a link in the description below. TJ's got some information about those T-shirts.
Oh, that's right. So I'm ordering T-shirts for the crew. If you guys want to buy some, I'm selling them for $15. They come in gray and black. I know a lot of people have already signed up. I think I got over 30 orders right now. So on the next shipment, we'll get you on if you haven't signed up yet.
Hopefully they're about 350. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can comment if you want, but I mean, you're just gonna tell us that you think it's cool anyway. But please share it. Share it with people outside of the group. Share it with your coworker that you don't fucking talk to because you're not friends with them, but show it to them anyway. Share it with your mom. Tell your mom I said what's up. TJ, go ahead, man.
I'm TJ Wasiuk.
And I'm Evan O'Neill.
And that was Nestro. And he just left.
I'm here.
Oh,
Your video dropped.
Yeah, video drop, yeah.
All right.
Wait, for everybody or just me?
just for you.
Just you.
Oh, okay.
Well, thanks for being on, man. It was
Yep,
good talking
appreciate
to you.
it, guys. Hell yeah.
Nice to meet you.
So, just one last message. I want to note, let everybody know that taxation is theft.
Good night, bitches.
You guys
Having a small talk. Two guys having a small talk.
The devil is beating his wife.
Edible.
Light up. Puff.
I assume that this is your first experience. Could you describe the sensation?
Well, it just feels like a little prick. Ooh, you know what I mean.
A male or female, or a combination of both.